Hey everybody, I'm Screech, this is Retro Car Collector, and I just got back from a trip down to California where I got to spend some time hunting for video games, spend time at the beach, got to check out a bunch of retro stores down there. For this episode, we're gonna kind of look at everything that we did. We'll show you the beach, we'll show you all the stores, and we'll talk about it as we go. So, here we go. So our first stop was Huntington Beach. Now, I love Huntington Beach. I love the atmosphere. I love the whole vibe that it gets. It's got that real surfer vibe to it, which, I don't know, I'm a snowboarder, I'm a dirt biker, I'm a BMXer, so it just feels home to me for some reason. If you haven't been, I would go. Honestly, personally, this is just me. So if you don't agree with me, you don't agree with me, but this is just me. But I prefer Huntington Beach over Santa Monica, Venice, Laguna, all those ones. Huntington Beach just speaks to me. What can I say? So let's check it out. So our second stop of the day, we ended up rolling into Ecotec, which there's EcoTown, which is kind of like a thrift store, kind of a catch-all thrift store. But then they've also got Ecotec. It's kind of across the strip mall, and they have games in there galore. There was Super Famicom games. There was Nintendo games. There was a whole wall of guitars, like electric guitars. There was cameras. I didn't get any footage of the guitars. I thought I did, but apparently I missed that one. Ecotec is a super cool place. If you're looking for Famicom games and you're in the Southern California area, oh man, that's the place to go. If you're looking for games in general and just anything and everything, check out Ecotec. It's in Fountain Valley. That's the place I would check out every time I'm there. I plan on going back. Those guys were awesome in there. We ended up going back later on that day because they had some games that I was eyeing, but I wasn't really sure. So we'll look at that at the end of the video. We'll see which ones I picked up. We actually ended up going back there, and that was when the guys there told me to go check out Hidden Gem Video Games. So I'm glad they did that, because that store also is awesome. We'll check that one a little later, but this is Ecotec. Check it out. So our third stop of the day was Retro Games Plus in Huntington Beach. Now they had everything in there. There was a whole wall of VHSs that I could have spent all day looking at. They had Intellivision games, they had Nintendo games, they had Super Nintendo games. They had cases in the back, display cases in the back, that had kind of all their higher end stuff. Ended up grabbing a game there. They were going through they got a whole lot of N64 games they were going through while I was there. So I can't wait to go back and check it out and see what they have. I also kind of really want to collect those too, but for right now, sticking to the NES games. So I did end up grabbing one of those while I was there. That pulls on my heartstrings a little bit. So I'm glad we went, and it was awesome. So our fourth stop of the day was Hidden Gem Video Games. That's also in Fountain Valley. Now, this was my favorite of the three that we went to, so might be a little jaded here. The video is going to be a little bit longer because I actually spent a lot of time in there and got a lot of footage in this one. They had everything. When you walked in the door, they had pinballs off the side. They had a Rush pinball.
All Rush, all the time.
They had a Deadpool pinball. It was super cool to check out. They had a bunch of rare games that kind of in the center. They had a Toy Story one that was like a promo that was super cool to look at. They had Cowboy Kids. They had Bubble 2. They had DuckTales 2. They had all those ones. Now, I didn't pick up any of those because right now the Canadian dollar, US dollar are not great. Let's put it that way. So gonna go back for sure and check out Hidden Gems again. They had the Power Glove. They had Rob the Robot. They had Nintendo Powers, like the first Nintendo Power on display, all that stuff. They had graded Zeldas. They had sealed in-box Zeldas. Like, it was awesome. So did end up grabbing a game there that we're going to review a little later on. A buddy had mentioned, I think he played it as a kid, so I'm excited to kind of check that one out and see what he thinks. Dynamite, you're going to hate me, but whatever, we'll check it out later. So Hidden Gems was awesome. Can't wait to go back and check that one out. Thanks to the guys at Ecotec for suggesting it because I would have never found it. While I was at Hidden Gem, they did mention that there's a lot of retro game stores in Los Angeles itself, like in Los Angeles. So next time, that's on the list. I'm going to go back and check these ones out, spend a day at the beach again, and then we're going to check out the game stores in Los Angeles because he was like, you need to check them out. So I'm going to listen. So this is Hidden Gem. Hope you like it. So that is today's episode. That was a week and a half ago. We were there. I can't wait to go back. I love California. I can't wait to go back and see our friends there and have a good time. Might be a little tidbit after this that you might want to stick around for, because we did go hang out with some friends and we did something pretty cool while we were there. My time in LA, my time in California was great. This is like my first time going game collecting and having on video. So hopefully it turns out good. If you like it, subscribe, leave a comment if there's any games you saw that you want to pick up. Leave a comment if you're from the LA area and you know where the cool game stores are, because I'm going to go and check them out. So until next time, enjoy what we got after this. And I'm Screech. You're watching Rich Car Collector. See you later.